Hey, this is Luke with Saltstrong, and I want to talk about the two types of reels to make sure that you're pairing your setups as efficiently as possible, where you can get the most bang for your buck and so you can get just the most overall performance. So number one, we'll talk about the type of reel, and I have my favorites here for both types, and I'll have some cost savings examples down below. So first, as far as the two types, we're talking about a metal framed reel and a composite frame reel. So they both have their unique needs. They both have the pros and cons, just like everything. So metal frame reels, these are better for power fishing. If you need some heavier power, if you're pulling out snook or from structure or redfish or grouper offshore, you need to have a reel that's made of metal. It's just more sturdy, it's more powerful. This is when you're using 20-pound braid or above. Highly recommend metal. But if you're finesse fishing, you can get some cost savings and some just better performance feel because they're so light by going with composite. These reels are crazy light, so if you're using lures and casting all day, over time that just ounce or so of savings can actually make a big difference. And as far as my two favorites for both, right, for the metal frame, aluminum is tough to beat as far as having just good strength while still being pretty light. This BG MQ has been my favorite. I use the 2500 inshore. It's not quite as light as a composite reel, but it's very close. And as far as just having lightweight while having the power if needed, this has been awesome. The only con with this is really the price. They're a little over $200. And then we can go to the Fuego. This is a composite reel. This is much lighter. This is just a little over 7 ounces, which is just crazy light. Has the same overall drag strength. Feels very smooth as well. And this is just $109. So you can save over $100 by going composite. And as long as you're using light braid, this is perfectly strong enough where you're not gonna have flexing issues. The situations where these reels do flex, it'll be right here in the arm. And again, if you're using a 15 or 20 pound braid on a composite reel, and if you have that drag pretty tight, you'll feel that reel flex. I haven't heard of reels breaking from that, but it just flexes and just doesn't feel as comfortable. Where if you have a metal frame reel, it's going to be rock solid. So even while staying with just a high performance reel, just from going from metal to composite, you can save over $100. And if you want to save even more money, let me pull out two other examples. I'll start with the metal frame. As far as a good budget metal frame reel, this is the original BG. This is different from the BGMQ. This is the original BG. It's heavier, so it's heavier than the BGMQ. So what I'm using this for is really for refishing. I have a big power prawn with a nice big weight on there. This is the setup that I've been using for bouncing the bottom along reefs. These reels are about $70 or $80 less than the BGMQs. They're definitely heavier, so they're not quite as comfortable if you're doing a lot of casting, but they get the job done and they're rock solid. I've actually caught tarpon, and my biggest shark ever, it was a nice hammerhead on one of these reels, and it was rock solid. For tarpon, this is a 3,000 for tarpon you need to go, or big sharks go up to 4,500. But that's just a great series for getting a metal frame reel at a really good price. As for finesse style reel, that is the lowest price that I really like, has been the Legalis. This is $79, and it basically feels the same as the Fuego, right? It's the same specs as far as weight, as far as drag capacity. It just doesn't have the mag seal that the Fuego has. So you don't have quite as much saltwater protection with the Legalis as you do the Fuego. The Legalis will save $30. And so far, I've been very impressed with this Legalis. I now have 4 of them. I've had several for multiple years, and they're still performing nice. So for that money and the comfort and smoothness, these things have been really nice. So when you're deciding on which reel to get, the first decision really is, do you need power? Do you need strength? In which case you need to go with a metal frame, or are you looking for finesse? In which case a composite frame is probably better for that lighter line. And once that decision's made, then you can go up or down the price spectrum just to see what feels most comfortable. These are basically the max and min ranges as far as the ones that I go with, as far as the ones that I just personally trust and use and spend my own money on. So for ultimate performance, BGMQ has been my ultimate favorite, and I put that on the slot machine rod. And then for saving money, I go with the Legalis 2500, and I'll put it either on the slot machine or the TFO Pro. This happens to be a prototype rod that I'm testing out for another experiment. And if you need any of the items that I've specified, I'll put links down below for your convenience. And for you Insider Club members, you get free line plus spooling plus free shipping on any reels you order from fishstrong.com. So again, links will be down below. And if you have any questions or any feedback on what I said, if you want to add any other reels that you found to be great for either the power need or finesse, please leave your feedback down below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time and watching. We hope to see you again soon.